Hi, in this video I'm just going to show the procedure for binding a Deltang RX102 receiver to the corresponding transmitter, such as here. So here's one of my transmitters using a Deltang module. This is the RX102 receiver. There we are, and if you look underneath here we have pin 1, channel 1 starts down the bottom here. So I turn it over, it's channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to the top, all the way up to 7 at the top. We have a bind plug, have a battery, and I have a servo here. Any servo will do. It's just really so we can test things. So first thing we have to do, it says on the instructions with the little receiver, but we're going to bridge the signal pins, which is the top set here, between 5, 6 and 7. So there we are. That goes on there like so. And then I'm going to put the little servo onto channel 1, which is that one down there. And you can always put a power supply onto any of the other pins. It is important to remember that pin 1, however, is the bottom pin label size. So it goes pin 1, and then it goes pin 1, which is negative, pin 2, which is positive, and then pin 3, which is the signal. Also indicated by the colours on the servo, actually, black, red, and then signal on the top. Anyway, but that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do now, before I switch the transmitter on, I'm going to put the battery onto one of the pins. Important to keep the polarity correct. Remember, black, there's a black stripe on this wire. Black goes down to the bottom, any of the other spare pins. And because I have that bridging binding plug there, you can see that we now have a flashing orange light. We'll just bring the servo into view. So what I'm going to do now to bind that is, on the transmitter we have a bind button, which is on the top there. So I'm going to hold that down while switching on the transmitter, and you'll see the transmitter light will flash on the off button. You see. Now I've done, I've just released that button there. The transmitter light will go steady. Then after a short while the light on the receiver goes steady. We can now remove the bind plug. That's out the way. Channel 1 is actually a regulator or electronic speed controller. You can see that's working okay. We can check out one of the other pins. Pin 3, for example, happens to be these two buttons at the top. And there we are. That's the procedure for binding the receiver. Just to make sure that it's still bound okay, what I sometimes do, I normally just unplug a battery and put the battery, don't forget, I'll put it on any of the pins now. There, providing the polarity is right, and we have a solid orange light on the receiver. And that's how you bind a Deltang receiver to the transmitter. I hope you found that helpful.